Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Breakfast time. Look at this beautiful breakfast made by Chef Paris Ray. We have pumpkin pancakes with berries, and we have some vegan egg on the side. Just a little bit today, because I don't really want too much right now. And then we have some green juice right here. Delicious green juice, fresh, also made by Chef Paris Ray. There's lots of healthy greens in here that I juiced, fresh juice. So start with that, delicious. And then we're going to try something for the first time. I'm gonna cover the name of the cake, but this is a cake. That's a vegan cake. Let me show you guys. It's a vegan cake. I was kind of iffy about it. I wasn't sure. It was at a farmer's market. And so we're gonna taste it and see what it's like. Cause just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's, delish. So it was a cake that was by a fellow sister, supporting the Black community, a brother and sister. She was a young Black entrepreneur, and so we wanted to support her company. Her and her mom of this company. So I'm just gonna be honest and taste it, because I believe that just because we're supporting, and we want to support certain things, doesn't mean we have to be blind to how something is tasting. Like we have to be really real about, like, is this good? Is this a good product to really support? Is this a healthy product? Is it, all vegan things aren't really healthy, technically. So, yeah. What in the world? I don't know who this person is. Somebody's over here writing some kind of words. I don't even know. That's like a different language, a whole different language. All right, Lightning. Hello, Lightning. Good morning to you. Oh, creator. I don't know what they said. Thank you, Lightning NFL, for sharing the live. Please, everyone, like the video. Click that screen with all your might. We're gonna get into this. I'm so hungry, so let me stop talking and get into these pancakes first. It's been, it's that fresh maple on top. So next level, y'all. Let's scrub down. Been loving these pancakes. The Last Dawn says, what do you do for a living? I'm a boss and CEO. I run a real estate business and a marketing business. My main passion is music. Music. Check out my music on all streaming platforms. Rock Mercury on all streaming platforms. Please check it out. Every single platform, you guys. That's the way. Also, if you guys want to like this video and please follow me, I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers so that I can be part of the creator community. So if you guys can please follow me, I would greatly appreciate every follow and every like. Creator says Mazel Off. Mazel? I don't know what that means. I can't even. No, it didn't say that. It said LOH. I don't even know. It's like some weird, really different language. Icy Amigo says, are you a vegan, bro? Yeah, kinda, whatever. Lightning NFL says, share the live. Thank you for sharing the live. Do you play instruments? Says Anthony Davis. I play all of the instruments because I know music production, and so I can program the instruments onto my computer. I work with Logic Pro X on the Mac computer. I thought about doing some tutorials for you guys. Like as I'm making a new song. Orisar? It says eat meat. No, I don't eat any meat. Ligamato? What in the world? Says, is that granola on the side? No. 70 says, is Logic Pro X harder than FL Studios 20 to understand? No. Logic Pro X is designed by Apple, and I feel like it is the best thing that Apple makes. I do like. I may have my iPhone. I do like it, even though it has some glitches and things. I'm with that, but I feel like Logic Pro is so adaptable and high tech. You know, while still being easy to understand and simple and visually simplistic, while having extreme amount of diverse capabilities when it comes to sound processing. Is it okay? Okay. Trying finger, baby. So, yeah, I just feel like if you're learning production for the first time ever, like you're just never even touched music before, Logic Pro X is the way. Of course, I wish that Google had one, but they never made like a music production software, like a DAW, a digital audio workspace, you know? They never made that before. But if they did, I probably would choose theirs. But I love Apple's, this Logic Pro X. I've learned it, and I've stuck with it. I'm sticking with it, I mean. Because also, even if Google did make that kind of program, it may not be good. A music program, because they made a website building program that's kind of subpar. Let's be honest. It's a very basic website that you can build using Google Website Builder. So I think Logic Pro X has been around for long enough and has amazing updates and sounds and plugins you can purchase and customize your experience with, that I'm just gonna stick with it, and I just want to master it. To be honest, I want to be a master of Logic. I've made a lot of songs, but I want to make like better songs now, like even more. It's getting better and better each time, you know. I am gonna like cancel that concept of like, oh, I need to have a method I do for every song, because I feel like every song you record may have a different approach that you take to the recording process, you know. Guiseva Alinka says, were you in a few scenes in Dahmer's show and other shows? Yes. Yes, I've been in a lot of movies and TV shows, whatever. Hold on. No, a bit closer. He said, no, it's ligmato. Oh, ligmato, okay. Is that a real name or is that like a troll? Okay, well, hello, Ligmato. I don't know, that sounds like a troll. It does sound like that. So I'm like, I think they're trying to troll me. You tried it. If that's really, they're like,
that's a troll.
that'd be funny at the left. They're like, that's my real name. And like, you're bullying me. That's my real name. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to your mother. That's not right. Well, not to your mother. Your mother named you that. That ain't right. Thank you for sharing the live, Tika Sherman, I think. Tiffany Carroll said that breakfast looks amazing, because it is amazing. And I'm thankful for my sister, because I'll be eating some granola in a bowl. Otherwise, something, I don't know what I'll eat. Something not this good, that's for sure. Tiffany Carroll said that breakfast looks amazing. Oh, I said that already. Why do I always read these comments again? Sometimes I forget. Like it looks like it was new. It is a new one there. Okay. Ozita says good morning. Good morning to you, Ozita. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming back. Brad Shepard says the great Rock Mercury. Great morning to you. Great morning to you too, Brad Shepard. It is a beautiful day. I already went to the lake once. And I honestly am working off of 1 hour sleep. But it's weird because I was like kind of relaxing as I was uploading and doing my work. So maybe I'll be okay, but I don't really feel sleepy. And I've literally slept.
Happier people need less sleep.
My sister said happier people need less sleep. Depressed people need more sleep apparently. I've been both, so I guess you're right. Yeah, I went to sleep at 5 a.m. Woke up to get water at 6 a.m. and then like just started working at like 7:30 a.m. Yeah, and watching training videos. I think I'm going to switch all the videos I watch about drama, which I do enjoy. I'm gonna switch them to music videos. I need to see music production videos for Logic. I need to master it. You only have a limited time in your life every day, and I gotta allocate that time. As much as I want to know about what happened to Kim K's derriere today, I just like need to focus on the skills I need to like acquire right now, which are getting better at production. The better at production I am, the more power I have in the industry. The world needs producers of everything, not just music, but like of building things, and like people who build homes and people who build communities and cars and vehicles, all kind of stuff. Furniture. We need production. America needs to produce. So part of me is glad that I've never found a producer that I have to depend on. Like, cause sometimes as an artist, if you don't know how to produce, then you just feel like, oh, you're stuck with the producer because they know your sound. And even if you don't like them, or even if you don't like match fully artistically, you still feel that urge to be loyal to them. Or you have to. Sometimes you feel like you're forced to because your money will stop if you don't. Or you're under contract. That's the craziest part. To be under a record label contract, not get along with your record label, to have them tell you what you can and can't put out as an artist. That alone right there would just blow my mind. I can't imagine another person telling me what I can and can't do with my art. All because they pay me some money and they think they not think they own it. They do own it contractually. That I was signing away for an amount of money. Sign your artistic freedom away. What's the point? It's better to hustle in your career and other avenues to fund it yourself than to be told, like, it's crazy. If you buy a house from a bank, they don't tell you who you can have over the house. They don't tell you what you can and can't remodel. You can or can't remodel. They don't tell you that. There's certain rules in the HOA, but it's like there's even that's BS are real. Some of them. So I can't imagine signing to someone that can tell me that I can't do. Like, we're gonna sue you if you put your own music out. Like, what? You're gonna pay me to tell me to be my owner? You're gonna buy me? That's what a record deal is. Or what it was. I know that a lot of record deals have become hybrids lately. Because they have to. People don't trust them. They become hybrids in a way where they don't want ownership anymore. Or they pretend not to want your ownership. There's certain deals that they have to adjust their deals. Or publishing or whatever. But I find it really bizarre that so many artists are selling their publishing the way they are. Because I'm thinking, yeah, Justin Bieber, you may have sold your publishing for $20 million or $100 million, whatever $1 million you sold it for, I don't even know. Or whoever, all these people, there's a lot of artists who are selling their publishing. I just feel like whoever is buying this publishing knows something that these artists don't know. And once they own that publishing, you're not going to buy something for that much money if you're not going to make money off of it. How much money are these people going to make if they're putting these huge these huge amounts down to purchase a catalog. If that person can profit off your catalog, then why can't you profit off your own musical catalog? You know? Doesn't make sense. What your sister said, oh my God, yeah, it's true. Bonnie says, what do you do for a living? I'm a boss and CEO. Ozita says, sis is always throwing down in the kitchen. That's right, she's making some juice right now. Fresh juice. That's what y'all hear right now. So, I'm just in a space where I want to focus on the art. It's gonna be tough to not watch those videos. Sometimes I just want to watch something in the background and be like, okay, in my mind, untangle. And I don't think the drama videos are bad. I think I'll probably still watch them in the future because I like to hear what people are going through. I think it's like psychology, but it's more of there's only a certain amount of time per day, and I need to focus that time on music production. So there'll be a lot more learning. Of course, I know this program pretty well because I used it for years. I've used this program for like at least 6 years now, 5 or 6 years. It's been a long time. I can't remember when that was. I recorded that one time, Warrior of the People of the State. 15. Yeah, it's a lot of years. It's not, I can't think of that, but it's like a lot of. I don't think it's fully 10 years because it can't be because of the 2004. Yeah, anyways, it's been a lot of years. Over 5 years, for sure. Moonshine says, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Moonshine. Happy Monday. 1.6 thousand likes. Sorry, 1.6 thousand likes. 03 of the block says, finally, the comments are public. You're welcome. You're welcome. They won't always be public. There's going to be a lot of subscriber-only chats that we will still continue to do. But yes, they are public for a momentarily. So still subscribe. There's lots of benefits to subscribing. And there can be even more benefits as I continue. And when I join the creator program. So subscribe and follow. Chapel says hello. Hey Chapel, thank you for the follow already. Love it. Georgia Clegg says Kia Ora from Sydney, Australia. Hello. Is that your name, Kia? Shout out to Australia. Some of the hottest people ever from Australia, hottest guys. Oh my gosh. Australian accent. Whew. Goodness. But anyway. Shout out to Australia. Chapo says put the hands up. Shout out. Put the hands in the air. I told my sister like I don't really want to be as publicly rainbow, as you call it, as you know a lot of the society is, even though I am like, you know, attracted to what I'm attracted to. I don't have trust in that community. The rainbow soup community, I just don't trust the agenda that's happening. And it's so weird because I am technically, if you like, I'm part of that community technically by, you know, the letters. But something sketchy is going on, y'all. Keep an eye out for what's going on, this agenda that's happening, and something bizarre is going down. Something bizarre. I just don't. I think they're trying to push an agenda, and I think a lot of it has to do with the medical industry. I really do feel that way. You know, if you know, if you know, you know. But I don't want to go too far into that because you know we're on TikTok. But I don't know. I want to do those content with like, oh, what it's like to be, you know, rainbow in this situation. What it's like to be rainbow in that. Like, oh, rainbow people do this. Rainbow people do that. Like, I don't like these stereotypes. I don't like because honestly they're wrong. The stereotypes are crazy. The effeminate takeover that has happened for so many men, where they lose their masculinity completely, is planned. I believe. I believe it's put in the water. To be in my own opinion, I just feel like there's something in the water that's causing these things to happen, and I just feel like it's so important to protect some type of balance. I want to say protect masculinity, but it's not just that. It's protect masculinity and femininity. Like protect the temperament of the human genome, you know? Like there's so much tampering that's happening. We are biological beings. Even the juice I'm drinking, if there was a toxin in the juice that was strong enough, I could be passed out right here, but I'm gone, you know? So that's how powerful these substances that we consume are. So we should be looking for powerful foods that are going to energize our bodies. And that's why I don't eat meat. That's why I don't eat dairy. Those are not energizing foods. Those are already processed to insane levels. The processing is just so intense from the start. And then on top of that, our digestive tracts are so long, it takes forever to break down in the system. And then you start having a clogged up, rotting system inside your body. And that is not a healthy way to live. And so I've done that already. It's not even like a judgment. It's like I've literally done that. I feel the pain. I feel the discomfort. If I ever do have meat, even if I smell bacon or smell meat or something, I feel like I want to, you know, like I feel like I want to release anything I have inside of me onto wherever's in front of me. Nancy Roberts says, good morning. Good morning. Ozita says, absolutely yes. Ozita says, currently back to the no meat, no dairy thing recently. Yeah. I did one thing. I wasn't going to tell y'all this, but I did. Like, I had a little bit of salmon yesterday. My grandmother made some. I was like, oh, you know, I used to like salmon. I was like, I wonder what it's like. Because fish is different to me. It just feels like, oh, like it's different than like meat. And but I don't really eat fish. I've had fish in a long time. And so I had like a little bite of it, a little tiny piece. And I was instantly like, oh, this is like nasty. Like, I don't like this. But then, because I thought it was wild caught. And then she said it was farm fish. And I want to tell y'all, I don't believe that anybody should be purchasing farm fish. Just look up on YouTube how they farm these fish, and you'll see. These fish are just swimming amongst each other, just like slapping each other. They live like this. This is how they live. In a big old metal container. They just live like this. That's all they do. Huh?
Eating each other's excrement because they're not a big enough space to...
Absorbing each other's excrement. Breathing it in, eating it, all of it. Like, they're just, like, they can only do so much to filter those tanks. They're just stacked. There's so many in these vats. These, like, they're like, it's like, they're not metal tanks, but I guess they are metal because they're like low level. They're not high up, but they're low level. But they can't get out because like there's a net above them. It's insane. Currently back on the no meat, no dairy thing recently. That's good for you, Ozita. I'm really happy for you. Ozita says, did it mess your stomach up after you ate it? Yeah, it did, honestly. And I wanted to eat one bite and throw it away, but then my grandmother who made it was right next to me, and she hates wasting food, even though she wastes food sometimes herself. She doesn't like food being wasted, and it was super expensive. And so I'm like, first of all, how is farm salmon expensive? The whole point is supposed to be that you didn't go out there and swim in the, fight in the treacherous oceans to get a salmon. And it looked kind of pale. It looked like pale and whitish, and it looked not like, I don't know, it didn't look healthy. Because these fish, when they're farm fed, they're fed corn and rice. Now you tell me, one wild caught fish that eats corn or rice, which are both GMO crops that humans have, produced, whatever. Like, which ones? What fish out there eats corn or rice? Where they even find that? How do you even eat corn and rice without cooking it or processing it? If you eat corn, even when you process it, you still don't digest it. And then you have rice. Rice has been altered so much, and the shell's been taken off of it, and there's so much GMO-ness to the rice that can't sustain these animals. But that's all they're eating is corn and rice. No, I would get wild caught fish, and if you love meat so much and you don't want to give up meat, then wild caught meat. Wild caught meat, wild caught fish. Or none. I don't think any of it. I think you can.
No containers.
You can do that. Oh my goodness. What should we, wow. So all the big jars are, because they're in there?
Huh?
Oh, because they're in there, huh?
So my grandma Sonny has one.
That thing full of juice?
Yeah. You can put some in this, if it's clean. But I need like another one.
I see. Yeah, I'll be right here. Where is these are in the corner. Ozita says insane. Yeah, it's a bizarre cycle. Like I don't know why people think that farm fish was a good idea. Like to farm fish, to control their environment completely and have them just flopping on each other. Like, you know, the same way you see the chickens stacked on top of each other, and all the cows and chained up next to, you know, in cages next to each other. Like, it's just very dark. It's dark energy. And when you eat these animals, when they've gone through that type of suffering, you're eating that suffering. You're eating the energy of that, like, that they felt, the fear that they felt. They struggled, you know? So I think that, I don't think it's technically bad to eat meat. I think it's good to have wild caught meat, because the farmer, what do you call it? The farm industry. I'm trying to think of the agriculture industry, or I guess you call it agriculture, food, meat, the meat industry, big meat. Like, they have a system on lock to where it's going to be nearly, I think even now it's probably nearly impossible for humans to survive off of the wild caught meat only, because of how much wild land has been altered by these big farms who bought the land and just tore all the wild trees and any habitat down. So, but I don't know. I just think we still need wild caught food. Moonshine says, do you think TikTok will be banana, Anna, poopana, fee, fi, fo, fana, nana? Do I think that TikTok will be? I sure hope not. I sure hope not. I have worked so hard on this platform. It would break my heart. Would it break my heart? It wouldn't break my heart. It would just be very disappointing to do all this work and have it go away, you know, but I'll survive. I'll go to another app. Just know that go to rockmercury.com. You can always find me on new apps. Whatever happens to this app, rockmercury.com is going to be here. So go to rockmercury.com and I'll be there. But what do you think, Moonshine? What is your opinion on what's going to happen? Because I'm hoping it doesn't, and I haven't been following it too much because I'm like, I feel so powerless in it, so I'm just rather just find out at the end. I don't want to do the roller coaster of it. I just want to just know once they make a decision. It's not like I can change anything. So I'm like, okay, let me just find out what they're gonna do, and just go from there. Like, okay, what else can you do? What else can you do? All right, it's time to try this cake. So let me go ahead and do a whole intro to this cake in a second, because I'm gonna probably do another video with this cake, make a little 1-minute clip of me trying this cake out. Whatever, you know, something. I'm really scared about it, to be honest. I'm afraid of other people's baking skills. Moonshine 2023 says, I feel like the US is being very unfair about this app. Yeah, I do feel like everything is murky. Everything is untrustworthy. All the apps take information and do all kind of shady things. I do understand the concerns. I do feel like it is a real concern. Like, I do see the agenda. I do see what's happening. But I'm just like, don't know if I care too much anymore because everything's so bad already that it's like, whatever. It's one other thing that's spying on us. I feel like everything's spying on us already. I'm sure this straw has a spy. It's listening. It's wired. This straw is wired. It's an agent. This is the agent juice. Like it's nothing can trust it, you know. So I'm just like, let us. I like TikTok. I'm on here every day. So it's like, why would I want something that I like to be taken away? But I'm sure there's a bigger reason. I think that we're getting ready for a big conflict, a worldwide conflict, a WW conflict, and I hope not. But I think that's what this is about. And then they're picking their side against the East, against, you know, China as a whole, really, like as a whole. Moonshine says, I said that already, sorry. Oh yeah, but okay, let's get into this cake. All right, rockers and Mercuryans, we have a cake we're going to try out. We're going to be really honest about it, and if I like it, I will shout out the company and where you can find it if you're here in Houston. I'm going to be honest, because this was a cake that was at a farmer's market, and it was marketed as vegan. But vegan doesn't always mean that it's the healthiest. So we're going to see what this cake is giving. Hold on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just get right in here. Let's see the icing already. It's like pretty thick. That's a piece of the cake there. Let's go ahead and let's try it out and see what it's giving. Okay. I'm gonna be very honest, y'all. Here we go. Black-owned company. Paris. Why? Why are many? Why are many did that take? How much was this? $7?
Each or
2 for 12?
So we got 2.
I'm not gonna show the name of the company because they're black owned and I hope they do better in the future. But
Well, also their main thing isn't vegan. You know, so it's like
that's the other issue. This company does regular bakery, but they have a vegan options, but they're not committed or like that passionate about them. Like, oh, we tried vegan things. Like I want people who are like about the vegan. That this tastes like it shouldn't have cost $7. That's what it tastes like, first of all. And then second of all, it tastes like it
to me, it doesn't taste like it's really vegan, and it doesn't list the ingredients.
That too, I did taste something I didn't. Yeah, I did. It doesn't list the ingredients. It doesn't taste vegan. There's something that is why I went to the trash and released it into the trash.
Oh, you did? Good for you.
Let me drink some more of this. I can't say the other word on here.
Well, you were the last frontier, so you can throw it away. I have no issues with that.
I'm gonna leave it in there.
I just consider it a donation.
For Michael, because Michael is a person of a certain pigment. We love every pigment here, but certain pigments like certain things. And my brother-in-law likes to eat cans of chili.
I have a wolf on
that say wolf chili. Now I see a can of wolf chili and I think, oh, this is dog food. He says, oh sure, let's put that up with some Fritos and yay. So he may like this cake somehow, and I want to make sure that I don't throw it away in case he wants to eat it. I took one bite.
He already has a whole slice back there he hasn't touched.
He may love it. He may be like,
Okay. Because also we don't know how long it lasts. It doesn't say when it was made.
well, when he eats it today, if he doesn't like it, also we can throw both of them away at the same time. Just until he gets home and tries it. Because what if he really likes it?
I would actually feel better if it was just thrown away. But okay.
$7.
That's how I feel about it.
$12 you spent.
I feel like the only person who should eat it is Senor Trash Can.
Would you go in your pocket and throw away $12?
No.
Senor Trash Can?
It wasn't thrown away. It was
She was
what I
supporting-
see donated.
Supporting a black business that didn't support you or your taste buds.
$12 to somebody homeless.
Do you feel supported? Oh, you compare supporting a black business to supporting the homeless?
Meaning I don't see it as a loss.
You would give $10 to a homeless person?
I gave it 20.
Oh, help! I'm poor. Help me. $20. I've given $0. I don't think I've ever given to.
Uncharitable.
These people need to get a job. People need to get a job. They're not going to be out there. You're telling me you're going to sit out here, dusty, with a sign, and just ask me to throw money at you when we all have to work? Nothing's free in this world. You're not going to dance. You only have one leg. You're not going to hop for us.
Some people need the help.
There's something on the wall right there. Is that a spider? I need a napkin.
Some people need the help. Some people are
You see that thing on the wall?
But it's not my decision to. It's a spider. It's not on me to decipher.
It's on me.
I wanted
Come on,
to
let's
give
give
so
my
I
money.
gave. It's not a big deal. It's $2.
I'm saying for me that I would not be.
Money flows. It's not that deep.
Money flows into these people. I have no job apparently. I just feel like we work. I think the main thing is that like. Hold on now. Okay, I'm back. I think the main thing that I feel is like. Everybody has to work so hard in this life. And if you're gonna stand in the corner with a sign and not do some type of service, like some people are out there, like they're trying to wipe the windows down, they're like dancing, they're singing, they're doing something.
Some people are at the beginning stage of becoming homeless, or if they've been out there longer, in which case their self-confidence is lower to make them even believe that they can get a job, and including the fact that a lot of people won't hire you if you look a certain way, which most homeless people look a certain way, which is not really presentable. If you walked into a job interview like that and you were an employer, is that what you would want representing you?
No.
So I'm just saying there's levels to it, and it's not always black and white that they're just lazy. A lot of them, yes, but also there's quite a few of them who aren't, and they just don't know what to do.
I don't know. I would rather give my money towards people who are like wanting to go towards the great, like like a program that's helping people who are like trying to strive and create their own business, and like that's what I want to put my money towards personally.
Well, that's where this money went. Small home business.
Oh yeah, this one did. So that's okay for this one. So even though this will soon meet the
Senior trash.
the trash. I don't even do the compost.
Senior trash. You give him disrespect.
Even the compost is like, no, that's too sugary for me. Jarvis says, no way. Must be nasty. Walked off to the trash, I hear. Oop, you say you heard me go to the trash? Savannah says he's spitting it out. Oop. Moonshine says, oop. No words needed. Nope. You didn't like it? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't show their name. I can't believe how but the part that's confused me the most is that my sister tried this before she bought it. She had sampled this.
And it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
You had this same one.
No. They had a separate one for samples.
So Soul Urban says they're out there due to mental illness. That's what they're saying.
Sometimes mental illness, sometimes misfortune, addiction. Sometimes they lost their home because they just couldn't afford to do it, but they did have a job. And then because they didn't have a home anymore, they lost that job. There's so many different instances. They're not all just, you know, trying to scam people and not have to do anything and have people pay them. There's a lot of people, because I've worked in homeless shelters and I've heard different stories, and they're not all like that. Quite a few of them are, and they just want to, hey, you know, people still feel guilty and they give me money and that's how I live, and they're fine living like that. But there's quite a few people who aren't, and it's just they had misfortune and they're trying to get back on their feet, but sometimes they need some help. Like imagine the times when we were really down and we didn't have the support of our family. So many people have nobody. So like if a series of misfortunes hit you and you have absolutely nobody, you definitely would fall on your face and you would want the kindness of a stranger. What's $20 to me if I have 50? And all my needs are getting met, you know? Like, so that's the kind of mindset of like, just help somebody. Even if they're scamming you, you still did it from the right place. And that scam won't get them far. That's Jesus fire.
I like giving my money to organized criminals, like companies and corporations. So she's
companies are even bigger scammers.
They are.
Than somebody who's just like,
but you can make money.
I'm trying to eat.
I'm trying to eat. That's a good point.
I would like enough money to get into a shelter because you know a lot of these shelters charge.
Oh, that's a good point.
For them to have a safe place to stay at night. Even more so if they're a woman. The person I get $20 to was a woman.
Maybe I should open a homeless shelter for people who like actually want to do better and to have a business and stuff, but they are like in a bad situation. But they're not like people who are actually trying to elevate their lives, you know. Because you're right, there are people who are in a bad situation that deserve that like would be great to have some support for them.
Man, I don't know what mom would have been with us too if she didn't have a support family. I mean, I'm sure she would have figured out because she's such a hustler like that. But not everybody's that strong all the time.
That's a good point. Like, you made some very good points. She's thawed out my ice cold heart a little bit.
Good.
Made me a little less of a B word.
For now.
Yes, I'm a little less beautiful now. That's the B word. No. A little less of a BITC.
August, finish your sentence.
He finished it. You hear him say H?
Make sure you know.
He said H. Y'all heard him say that? Augie.
He said, I know how to spell. That's not, you can't use that anymore.
No E in that word, baby. No E. Oh my gosh. Well, use discernment and only give to the unhomed people who you feel like have good intentions and also who aren't going to harm you while you try to get to them. Because that can happen too. You'll be like, I want to help this person. Like this terrible story that I'll tell when my sister gets back and she has to hear this about this dog. This lady and this dog. Oh, so sad, you guys. I don't trust dogs. I don't trust people. Y'all, look at this. So this part of the hair is a mess because it's like way longer. But this right here is really going in. Look at that. Like that's all new growth. It's all new growth. It's gonna be so good. Like, oh yes. Oh yeah, that's so good. It's gonna be so long. I just keep on nourishing that. Oh, love. It's taking so long to do this, though, y'all. I just gotta put all these nutrients. I put the rosemary oil in my hair lately. You see, it's all that new growth. So at some point when that grows out, it's gonna make this thicker. All this front part will be thicker and it'll look right again. Because right now it looks a mess. But it's growing back. You can tell that I lost it and now it's growing back. That's why it's so much shorter. So the oils are working. The essential oils are actually like reactivating these hair follicles because you can see it. There we go. It's all new growth, you guys. But anyway, so the story I saw in the news out here is really sad. But also, don't trust dogs. Don't trust dogs around your kids. Don't trust other people's dogs. Like, oh, my dog's so sweet. Don't do any of it. This woman is minding her business, living her life. I think she was driving by, and she saw these dogs, these Rottweilers. Let me be right. I was gonna hold it to the end, but they were Rottweilers. But the way she talked about it, you would think that they were like, oh, little fluffy and foo-foo, like little cute dogs. But she drives by, she sees that they're loose and they're out on the street. She doesn't want them to get hit. She's like, oh, poor dogs. I'm going to take my caucasity out there and I'm going to help these dogs. She said, hi. Hi, Fluffy. Hi. In the street. No one asked her to do this. She's just driving through. She's like, I would hate for these dogs to get hit. Hi, Fluffy. Hi. Fluffy said, sniffed her hand, smelled, and viciously, Fluffy and his friend Buffy viciously attacked this woman. Bit her all up in her legs, all up in her side body. She's like, oh my God. She's screaming. She's like, I'm going to pass away like this. These dogs are coming at me. These are Rottweilers, by the way. Why did she come up to these Rottweilers? What's she going to do? She thought they were going to be like, oh, yes, please put a leash on me and take me home, please. No, these are Rottweilers. Free, wild. I can't with her. I'm sorry. She thought, oh, because they had collars on. Okay, if they had a collar on, they got out of their, they left the owner with the collar. You think that they're gonna be good with you coming up to them? Anyway, the dog's attacking her. This bus drives by, a regular bus, like a city bus, drives by, and this guy's like, oh my God, he hears her screaming. There's video of her getting attacked by these dogs from his camera in his bus as he drives by. He opens the door. He's like, oh my God, I gotta save this woman. He's like, okay, there's a reason to go up to these dogs now. There's a woman down there. Before, there wasn't a reason. Before she got there was no reason to go up to these dogs, unless you're animal control. What she should have done was call, take her phone out, 911. Hey, 911, what's the number to animal control? Can you connect me to them? Or whatever the number is to animal control. That's who you call. You don't go up to two Rottweilers. The reason I'm so specific about these are Rottweilers is that once this bus driver gets out the car, brings this woman into the bus, bleeding, he's like, he has to put pressure on her. She's bleeding from everywhere. Like, she would have been gone if he didn't drive up. These dogs, you think they'd be like, oh, this big man came and saved her. Like, we're going to run and scurry away. Like, we just wanted to get her because, you know, she came up to us, so we just wanted to get her. Nope, the dog didn't say that. Those dogs did everything in their power to break into the bus. Big Rottweilers trying to break into the bus that she's in. This is a public bus, not a school bus. It's a public bus. Happened to be empty because he didn't have anybody here. He finished his session. I said, just give me some more juice, you guys. More juice, yes. Now, this situation was just so ratchet. It's like, why on earth? You're putting this man's life at risk, by the way. But these dogs, they tried to bite the bike rack on front of the bus. And they tried to bite the door, the actual, the door that folds out. They're like hitting and pushing at the door to get to this woman. They want the rest of her. They must have been hungry. They must have been out there for a long time. They want the rest of their meal. She became their meal. She was trying to save them. But they said, oh, we're hungry. Thanks for saving us from hunger. You taste delicious. That's what they told her. So, ooh, yes. Thank you. I got some sea moss on the side too. I might make 3 little reels out of this one video. But yeah, y'all. So that's what happened. I just don't trust these dogs. I made that one mistake, like with a small dog. Thankfully, that I was like, oh, right over here in the community, the last community we lived in Houston. And I was like, oh, this cute little dog. Let me just go and he's out and he's like a small dog, like a little terrier. I went up to that dog like, hi, come, hi, you need a little snack, a little piece of bread or whatever. That dog sniffed like the most scary face, and I just was kneeled down. I almost broke my neck trying to get up and run backwards from this little terrier dog. And I told myself that day I'm never walking up to a dog I don't know or a dog I see out there. I'm just calling animal control right away. Watch out for dogs. Watch out for your dogs. Don't let your Rottweiler out on the loose. Don't own a pit bull. Pit bulls are very dangerous. Don't own them. Honestly, don't own any dogs. I'm over all of it at this point. Like, I'm seeing that these are wild animals, even if you try to train them. And they can put your... Oh my gosh. She made a good point. She said, what if it wasn't that lady? What if...
They're trying to save your child, but then they're trying to get you and the child.
What if that lady saved the kid? She could have sacrificed herself for the kid, like in the bigger picture. If she didn't go up, then they could have went to a kid and ate the kid. You know, these are big dogs. And when you see these dogs attacking this bus, you can tell that they're hungry. Like, why were they kept attacking? They didn't care. This is a huge bus. These dogs didn't care. I've never seen a dog fight a car before. Have you seen that before? Y'all should look at this video up. These dogs are attacking the actual bus. I've never seen that. So, don't be like, I think her name was Sally. Sally. I don't know if her name is Sally, but she looked like a Sally. And don't be like Sally. Don't be like Sally. Leave those dogs. Who let the dogs out? I don't care. Who let the dogs out? I don't care. I'm gonna keep walking and driving to my home. And that's all on that. Brandon, thank you for being here today. Brandon says, how was your weekend? My weekend was a really nice, productive weekend, and I'm very thankful for it. How was your weekend? I'm about to get off in a second. But first, before I get off, I'm gonna do one more 1-minute video for this juice. Trying out this new juice. What's in this juice?
Turmeric, ginger, pineapple, lemon, orange, carrots.
Turmeric, ginger, pineapple. Oh, I think I'll try to get some of it. All right. Rockers and Mercuryans, I have a fresh juice from Chef Paris Ray and her juicing industry. It's so good. This is a fresh turmeric. There's ginger, pineapple, orange, carrots, lemon, all types of goodies. And there's sea moss in here, infused with sea moss. That's right, y'all. So let's try this out. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Freshly juiced right now. The juicer was just on. Y'all heard it if you're on the live. Absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, Chef Paris Ray. This is great for inflammation. It's great for this being energized and cleansing. You got to cleanse your body out. We're constantly putting stuff in it, and it's getting caked on the walls of our arteries and things. So we need to have different veggies and juices to just keep ourselves energized and moving. Thank you, Brandon, for the 11 roses. Thank you so much. So I'm very I'm grateful for this. Make sure you guys are juicing and making smoothies and teas, anything you can to stay healthy. Well, rock on, Mercuryans. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys on the next live. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. 1.6 thousand likes. 1.6 thousand likes. That's awesome. Thank you guys.